Young Jeezy, you said when you're black and brown, nobody cares about you but family. In this world, God and Jesus care about you. The Social Security, you know what they told me in 2018 and 19 at my local office before I had to cancel? I'm proud of you. And I never forget that. That's what the Social Security told me in my local office. They say, I'm proud of you. Even the career manager at Walmart said, you do deserve to be rewarded. My co-manager, Grizz, people cares. My friend Demir and mom, they believed in me. Demir and mom and Savina, we had a problem, but they believed in me. They never started. We just talked me in 2000 after me and Marissa got into that argument. Me and Marissa's mom, and we just talking about what happened. Wanted to know what was going on between us, because as we argued, but we right back to hanging out. I saw them at the Walmart after we got into that argument. Walmart cares. Why you think they told me the CEOs and all the employees invited me? Why you think that I was incompetent? Who you think told me to go pick up a book to pick up more books in 2019? That's the difference. People care. I didn't work with Grizz. I didn't work with certain things. Every time at nighttime I worked at Walmart, I would get 12, 16, I would just eat the same stuff and even get on my kids about eating different things. Come on. You say nobody cares, but there's people out there that do. I don't know what world you live in and things you live in. I didn't work with the best. You know, my Coca-Cola workers say, Hubert, they don't deserve you. Charles don't deserve you. But I don't just, if we think about the bad people we work with in a different mindsets where we going to be at, but if we think about the good people we work with, we can get a lot ahead in life. So I want to tell Jesus, I was incompetent because I was inside. I was a Walmart CEO. You hear me? I want you to know what you don't know what's going on. And Jesus, this community don't want change. They scared of those things to understand it. But nobody got time for that. That's the political opinion, right? Jesus, God and Jesus said, I promise you, you will see me as a CEO over the disability department as Walmart. That's a promise. God and Jesus said that's a promise. So while everybody was acting an ass in Dallas, in that courtroom, once they found out the truth, they started cussing. How you think that if your government in the courtroom, when they found out the truth, the black racism started acting out with the white racism in that courtroom? What a bitch, what a bitch, what a bitch, what a bitch. Tell them how they behaved. Tell them how they behaved. Hey, tell Jesus, tell the Dallas courtroom how they behaved when they found that I was actually telling the truth. Oh, tell them to tell the truth. What was going on in that courtroom and how that prosecutor fucked up and why they should lose their job. Or they don't want to tell them. And then when I got out of the program and I had to go, she still acting unprofessional when she found out. What kind of behavior coming from a judge and a prosecutor? And I told the woman while I was in camp, I told them many times. They started cussing. They started cussing. What type of courtroom you tell my president when they find out what type of judge in a courtroom be unprofessional and start cussing? That's unprofessional. Oh, come on. Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. Tell Joe Biden and say to Jesus. And they tell the truth when they found out the truth. I sat in that little room and they started acting unprofessional. A selfish ass judge in a racist courtroom and community. Let's talk about it. Let me tell you what you're trying to stop, man, what these black people trying to stop. Stop that hatred. Stop that. But y'all talk about black equal justice, but y'all bring in hate. Jeez, I want you to hear me real clear. I need you to hear me real clear. You go back on YouTube White people used to run people out the neighborhood. Now it's black people running people out the neighborhood with hatred. What's the difference between what was going on back then and now going on now? Betray the truth and sit up there with Black Lives Matter, but I can't fight for nothing. You said let go of things that you can't understand and you can't control. Well, I can control my justice and my outcome. And they mad trying to stop that what God trying to do. And God said, I got your growth. I got your ambition. I got what you want. But when God said and Jesus said, I give you that, don't let nobody play with you. When I give you that, don't let nobody play. Don't let nobody take that from you. Don't let nobody take that from you. Don't let nobody take that from you. It's not about this and that. Everybody's toxic. Everybody wants the same thing and don't understand the price of it. Behaviors of human not getting things their way. God said your spirit don't mean nothing when your vote mean nothing when your spirit ain't right. But they trying to delay stuff and kids acting with their parent. God don't got time for it. God don't got time for the doubts. Jesus don't got time for the doubts. He don't got time for it. God and Jesus trying to spread more love, not more hatred, not more disagreement. God and Jesus trying to spread more love, not more hatred, not more disagreement. So when you want to argue and the president, I have to put up this fight by myself. That's sad at the end of the day, but God standing the ground. I reached out to HBO. My effort reaching out, getting on Twitter, doing the things I'm doing, just challenging Dillman Miller and all the rest of the Walmart. See, my situation got me far in the way I am. My spiritual side to get the back up and fight for the people that I love and the people that I care about. So understanding God and Jesus that care about me. But you take that for granted. Y'all have a million gifts, you gang members and the rest of y'all. Look at all that gift. They got people that can't read, that can't talk, that suffer. But gang members and y'all take y'all gift for granted. Y'all better wake up. All of y'all better wake up, God said. Because there's going to come a time where God can heal a person in a wheelchair one day and you're going to get mad because you've been playing around with your gift and you've been making excuses. God tired, man. It's about the mind play. Why you think Donald Trump got with Doug Miller? This is the mind play to find out the behavior and the lies from the employees. They know what the mindset. It's the mindset. So Jeezy, my contract already signed already. And I will be there with Doug Miller and the rest of them. That's a guarantee we're going to be shaking hands. But right now, you got selfish grown-ups and selfish people that trying to make me scoot down to their level. Yellow Breezy and them trying to get away with lies in America and Dallas, and Trump don't understand. Your political view and your mindset, my God and my Jesus is great. I want to tell a security guard, when I told my mama that I found something in 2019, I found God and Jesus. That's something you would never ever find. They didn't forgive me for my sins. He came in the spirit of me to take care of y'all. And the lie that you stand for, you would try to destroy that. You would try to destroy what God is being sent to change. You don't want God to exist. You want hatred. You don't want God to exist. You don't want the body of God to exist. But that's why God come in the spirit. God said you cannot have my body, but you can have my spirit. That's what God said. Do you understand those things? Do you understand those things when God is much greater than what you can? And they still look for answers. God and Jesus do not have value. You know why God and Jesus do not have value? Because they misunderstood. Nobody quite understands Jesus and God. And let me tell you something. I was in jail in Dallas 22, and they said something about there's so many stories in the Bible. God sent people on different times to do different things. We are learning from the mistakes that we make. Our future have not been written for us. What is your next Bible verse? What is going to be your next testimony? What is going to be your next thing? That's the question you need to ask yourself each morning of what God asks you to do. But Obama talked about on that when Joe Biden, you my brother's keeper. My brother's keeper understand. But Obama can get sit there with Joe Biden. I got to do all of this fight. But let me tell you, I do understand Michelle Obama and Obama's struggle. And I listen to their Spotify. And I listen to their kids and Obama. So I do understand we all go through different things in life. So I do get the concept of everybody going through something. I get everybody's story. Everybody got a different story to tell, but people got to be allowed to be able to tell that. But Yellow Breeze in the city, Dallas, didn't want me to tell it. Didn't want me to ride. They didn't want me to fight for something. Dallas and Texas didn't want me to fight for something that's greater. Houston didn't want me to fight. Boosie didn't want me to fight because that's hatred. For MO3 lies, you better wake up and ask Obama when MO3 lied. Who got those accounts and all the rest of those? And Trump is trying to protect his investment when the UK wanted to be on my team and other nations wanted to be on my team. Jesus, you talk, but Boosie been lying and MO3 and Yellow Breeze have been lying. And they've been lying when I talk to people around the world. And I shout out to New York, shout out to Chicago, and shout out to Clayton County, Atlanta, because everybody told me I'm family. Shout out to them. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to Ohio. Shout out to some people in Houston. But people trying to discredit this, us telling our story. Dallas tried to stop that. Yellow Breeze and them, look what they trying to do now, these kids with hatred. But they don't know the consequences behind messing with God and what God got. So let me tell you, they can say that I'm telling all you want. But I don't care when the greater good is fight for something. The greater good is fight for something more important than that. I'm not another Martin Luther King. I'm not another Malcolm X. But I'm not another Tupac. I don't want to be none of those things. But my destiny go far behind this human race. God and Jesus do not have a title, even if you don't understand it. Yes. So I'm trying to keep positive and the enemy alive that didn't want to hear me out. You better ask somebody, you better catch on. I told you better reach out to Obama. He's sitting up there telling on it. You better reach out to Jay-Z and Beyonce to reach out to Obama. Because Yellow Breeze had like, I don't know who Obama is. You don't know who God is and Jesus is. That's what he said. Him and his manager. But a self-destructive behavior. It's going to come back to bite him. Let it come back to, let it play. You see, y'all with Jay Boosie, let it play. Let it come back and bite him. Let the lies come back and bite. Why are you trying to stop destiny, God said? Why the city of Yellow Breeze and lies trying to stop it, God said? Why they trying to stop God? Why the Boosie trying to lie and trying to stop God? God said, don't stop destiny here. Come on. Oh, come on. You don't think the network senators having a field day? Oh, they having a field day. See, I want you to know, Jeezy, before I went to jail in 2022, I gave the Capitol Hill Police my account for a little insurance policy. You see, Boosie been lying. Let it come out. Let it come out with MO3. When you don't want to get caught, let God say, let it work. Let it work. Let the truth, let it work. Yellow Breeze think he could just walk away. He think him and his people and everybody in South Dallas, the Dallas police trying to bully. Let God work. Let God work. God got something for him. I talk to people around this world, and Trump had his eyes on his investment. He had his eyes on his investment. They say they still lying. These kids don't know of a word. The baby see all they think is all about them in this city. But they don't know something bigger than them going on. They don't know these kids and boosting them don't know the fate of your industry. And everything you work for is at hand here. Do you know that? Come on, ain't dumb. Y'all better pay attention. You better pay attention. They say they put me and try to put me in a mental to protect their investment. That's the thing you understand. Come on. You trying to destroy something. Why you say you lie? Tell me to check my disability. I've been getting a disability since I was 8 years old. You tell Boosie to tell the truth. Tell God don't run from judgment. Tell God don't run from judgment. Tell this city don't run from judgment. Tell the state of Texas, God say don't run from judgment. Family's okay, but don't run from judgment. Yellow Breeze in Houston, God say don't try to stop destiny. God said it's already set in stone. It's already set in stone. Don't try to do that. It's already set in stone. One thing, God has already been married to the game. He's been married to the game. He's been married to the business. He's been married to making changes in this world for centuries. And this time he don't do it by body. He do it by spirit. You know, Emily Cavler used to tell me something when she go to church. Hubert, they not ready for you. You're not ready. Emily Cavler, shout out to Emily Cavler. Come on. God do not have time for the bull crap that's going on in this history. But they trying to distract that. God said, you mess with my kingdom and mess with my heavens. And you mess with what we trying to protect in this earth. God is not going to stop. He's not going to stop. My weapon's longer than yours. If I want to, I can ask the army right now to drop a tank off and teach me how to use that motherfucker right in front of this community. That's how I stand for God, you hear me? I don't care where I'm at in the world. One thing, I never betray my country or start anything because I'm better than that. God taught me better than that with mindset. But Yellow Breeze and his people and Boosie would not get away. OGP would not get away. God said, you will not get away. I'm here to stay. You hear me? Jesus said, my child, here to stay. We got much more to change. We have much more to change. We have much more to change. Oh, come on. Let them see that. Let this play out. Oh, that Trump, why you think Trump had that? Not that to be deal. My mama don't understand. But I told my mama, let everything play out like it's supposed to play out. You know, Mercer was saying that to say, he said all of that on purpose. You know, before he got into an argument, when he said we're going to have to stop hanging out for each other, that was on purpose to get us together. Oh, trust me, I know everything. Trust me, he was meant to say that. Trust me, we did dap each other off. But right now, the behavior of Yellow Breeze and his people, I'm telling that boy gonna be put to death. Houston police, don't try to avoid this. Don't try to, because my lawyer don't want to answer her phone. Don't try to avoid this. Right now, the senator's looking at all of my account and networks, so baby, don't try to avoid this. Tell this city, don't try to, these kids and these women, don't try to avoid this. Don't try to play dumb, man. God say, don't try to play dumb. Don't try to play these kids trying to think they bigger and better. You can't win. My destiny already been set in stone, and Yellow Breeze and these kids fight for something that's already mine. They fighting in line while Yellow Breeze and Emma. I don't got time for that, man. My contract is, I don't got time for that. So let me tell you something. God is greater than what they can understand. I don't got time for all that when I'm trying to change the world. I told my mom I'm not trying to spend money on paycheck to bill thing. This is bigger than that. I can't argue with people that trying to eat. You arguing. I'm going to have my disagreement with the world out there. That ain't where peace at. Where peace at? Peace is out there with them. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for these things. Tamper with family, you racist, lying ass nigga. Don't do that, G. Tell Boosie to tell the truth, man. Nobody don't got time for that, but you trying to ruin somebody because you got a problem, man. Come on. Let it play out, homie. Let it play out. Let it pay out. They don't want to let it play out. Let it play out in court. Let it play out in court. They want to lie, you heard me? Jesus. God don't got time for it. Let it play out in court, God said. That's the thing you weren't a mistake. And Walmart never rejected me. But they got a problem. They got a problem. And Dallas and them, they wanted to be heard. God said, be heard. I want you to stay out the way. Because God said, I promise you, it's about to have bodies. I need you to stay out the way. And God don't care about these teenagers that go against the grain and yellow breathing people. I want you to stay out the way. I need you to stay out the way. God about to send warning to Yellow Breezy in Houston and their people. Stay out the way. Stay out the way. Ain't no jury. No jury gonna lie with racism jury in Texas against a disability. And I'm telling them right now, I know it's on a computer. They better watch what they say. And these black generation with these white people antagonate with their kids. You know, they don't get 20 years. They don't get 10 years. Ain't no racist jury ain't gonna show and save them. Ain't gonna save them. It ain't gonna save them, Jesus. Ain't gonna no racist jury. I know what's on there. Ain't no racist jury ain't gonna save them. You hear me? Senator Ted and the Justice Department can't save their life. God, hey, you can pray to God, but God wants your life, kids. He wants Jesus. He wants the life that they lied about. I know more than you think. Ain't no tampering with no jury. I will have these kids' life and Yellow Breezy's life. So God said, they keep trying me. And God said, body's going to be everywhere. And I promise you that. Either that or you be put to death. Ain't no, as soon as you do it, I'm telling you ahead of time. On the Holy Bible, Big Tuck and everybody that's involved, death. I put this on this Holy Bible I got in my hand. Everybody that's involved, you ain't paying no lawyer, Jeezy. Houston, everybody in Dallas ain't paying no lawyer. Let it play out. Let it play out the lies in this country. Let them play out. These kids want to act tell a detective that was in that mall watching those black teens. Tell them, watching them jealousy. Come on, they're not telling the full story. They're not telling the full story. They jealous. But they want to make music video. Tell the truth. They was already in the mall already. Tell the detectives to tell the truth about the jealousy that was going on in that mall. Tell them about the jealousy that was going on, Jeezy. Tell the detective, tell the DEA and the detectives, tell them about the jealousy that was going on. Tell them to stop hiding. Tell them to hide behind lying, jealousy, and kids making videos and they jealous. Make it in there. Oh, the detectives know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about.